Hi everyone, in this video I'm going to talk about student feedback during my week of facilitation for my online course. For a summary, I'll start with positive comments. In my evaluation, I asked students to tell me what was the most beneficial part of the online module, and several students mentioned the actual TED Talks that I posted, which I suspected would be a positive experience for them. One person also mentioned the adjective clause exercise, helped them to identify and learn more about adjective clauses, and again, the TED Talks are so helpful. One person was able to explain how they felt like they didn't know how to use them before and now they did, so that was really nice to hear. And then I got a good comment on the organization of the modules and just the concept of using modules. I like what they say here, that the module is in one place. They're not, they don't have the assignments mixed in all other areas. In terms of issues, one student pointed out that they weren't clear on what part of the sentence they needed to submit. I thought I had made that clear, so I can do better next time for that. One student pointed out that some of the things were not compatible with the mobile, so I want to do more investigation about what I need to do there. And three students actually had issues with the video submission. They got messages saying that the file was too large. So moving forward for recommendations, I want to check mobile compatibility. I want to investigate video upload size guidelines and make clear expectations for assignments. Even when I think that they are already clear. Were my expectations and learning objectives met? Yeah, I think so. All of the assignments were completed, and I believe we managed to hit all of our objectives, identify, comprehend, and evaluate the form and function of selected grammatical patterns, use selected grammatical patterns accurately, and use intelligible pronunciation. I mean, all of these objectives were sort of practiced. I'm not sure whether my assessments were perfect, and based on what was submitted, these students need more practice in this regard. But then again, they knew that this was sort of an assignment that wasn't necessarily going to impact their grade because this is for a science class and not the GSS 140 class after all. So that's something to consider. Any changes I would make? I think I would break up this module into 2 or 3 weeks or modules. I feel like I could really, focus on each objective more deeply. As I said in the slide before, that I'm not sure that my assessments were valid or they did not necessarily indicate that students had success all the time with these things. So maybe just having more time with them. And I think I would relocate the audio recording to a different week or module that would focus on pronunciation. My intention of doing that audio recording was really to focus on pronunciation, and I didn't really emphasize that or scaffold it in any other way except telling them that they would be graded on pronunciation. So that's something that I could work on in a different week or module where I focus on pronunciation. And then I mentioned in some earlier reflections that I would spread out deadlines for sure, just to make sure it wasn't as overwhelming for me to have to give feedback and assess all those different things. And I think that's it.